Who's the number one player in college football 25? That man, Will the Thrill Johnson. What up, family? You already know who it is, and you know what we're here to talk about, the top 100 players in college football 25. But before we do all that, you already know what I need you to do. Comment, like, and subscribe to the channel. It's only a thumb movement, and I will be giving away a copy of the deluxe version to one of my lucky subscribers, and it could be you. Now let's get into this info. So look, instead of going over all the players, all we're gonna do is go over the top 10 programs, the top 10 power ranking programs that they put out. We're gonna see what those teams have to offer and what they have to bring to the table as far as being on the top 100 players in the country. And at number 10, let's check out Utah. Let's see what they got to bring to the table. So we know Utah in the Big 12. Let's drop down to them and let's apply. So wait a minute. You're telling me the number 10 team on your power ranking doesn't have any top 100 players? Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. Matter of fact, let me scoot over because I want to make sure that y'all see what I see. So I'm going to scoot this over a little bit. Bam, there you go. And as you can see, I got Utah selected right there. And they have a nobody. But they're number 10, right? Yeah, okay. All right, now let's take a look at number 9. Let's take a look at Penn State and see what they got going on. We already know what Penn State brings to the table, so let's see what we got going on here. So as you can see, Penn State has 3 players that are on here. Nicholas Singleton, which is a halfback, Kevin Winston Jr., which is a strong safety, and Abdul Carter, which is a right end. Not bad at all. Now let's take a look at number 8, LSU. Let's see what LSU got to bring to the table. Let's see what we're looking at right here. All right. And apply, as you see, LSU has 4 players. They have Mason Taylor, which is a tight end. They got Emory Jones Jr., which is a right tackle. They got Harold Perkins Jr. as a left outside linebacker. And they got Will Campbell, a left tackle. So basically, they're going to be pretty decent on the line, and they do have a good tight end, so that's not bad at all. Not necessarily defense, but definitely got some stars on the offensive side of the ball. Now let's look at number 7. Let's look at Notre Dame. Let's see what Notre Dame talking about, because you know it's a lot of what we call hype behind them right now. And as you can see, Notre Dame has 4 players as well in the top 100. They got Howard Cross III, which is a defensive tackle. They got Mitchell Evans, which is a tight end. They got Xavier Watts, which is a free safety. And they got Benjamin Morrison, which is a corner. So it looks like their defense is going to be for real, just being honest. They got 3 stars on defense, and they got a good tight end. So just know that that's going to be one of their strong suits, at least from what we're looking at right here. Now let's talk Clemson, number 6. You know, I've said some things like I don't understand why they're so high. So let's see what they got to bring to the table, because you know I was a little biased, so to speak, when it came to that, because I didn't think they should be this high. But let's see what they bring to the table. So as you can see, Clemson comes with a whopping 2. Your number 6 team and the power rankings comes with a whopping 2 players in the top 100. We got Peter Woods, a defensive tackle, and we got Barrett Carter, which is a right outside linebacker. So that's basically on the defensive side of the ball. Other than that, they don't have anything else. So I really need to see what this Clemson team is hiding, because I don't understand why they're rated so high. But we'll see on the game. Now we get into that top 5. Let's see what Texas got to offer. We got to see what Texas got to offer. Oh, yeah. They're in the SEC now. Let's see what Texas got to offer. Hit the done. Let's hit apply. Bruh, 2? That don't even make sense. It's a top 5 team. And you tell me you only got 2 players, which is Quinn Ewers, which we already know. He's a cover athlete, so we already know what that is. And then we got Kelvin Banks Jr., which is a left tackle. So as far as skill positions, I don't know. We're going to have to see what Texas has to offer. I mean, I'm pretty sure they got somebody. They just didn't make this list, so we'll find out. Now we got number 3. We got to check out Oregon. We got to see what Oregon brings to the table. You know, they're in the Big 10 now, you know. So let's go ahead and click apply real quick. And as we look at Oregon, we can see they have 5 players in the top 100. They got Josh Connerly, which is a left tackle. They got Evan Stewart, which is a wide receiver. Jabbar Muhammad, which is a corner. They got Tez Johnson, which is a wide receiver. And they got Dylan Gabriel, which is a quarterback. So look, as you can see with them 2 wide receivers and that quarterback, know what you finna deal with, because they gonna have a high-powered offense, and they got that one corner to probably lock down one side of the ball, one side of the field rather. But hey man, that's not bad for the number 3 team. Man, now we at number 2, man. Man, I know it's so many people gonna troll me about this one, man. Number 2, Ohio State, man. Let's see what these turds got to offer, man. Let's see what they got. Here we go. Overinflated team here. Look, so Ohio State has 8 players on here, man. They got, I don't even know how to say buddy name, Tyleek Williams, Denzel Burke. I don't know these players. Donovan Jackson, Jack Sawyer, Travion Henderson, Mbuka, well, however you say his name. You got Quinshawn Judkins, and you got Caleb Downs. Okay, so as you can see, it's kind of split down the middle, but they're definitely going to be good on the defensive side of the ball, because this is the number 1 defense on the game. So as you can see, it's warranted that they got these many players on the top 100 list. I still think I'm finna cook everybody who using them, so it really don't matter to me. I'm gonna say it like I always say it. We can line it up. I ain't afraid, you know what I'm saying? Now let's get into this number 1 team, man. Let's see what the number 1 team got to offer. And coming in at number 1, we already know who it is. We already know who it is. It's Georgia, if you from GA. So look, let's apply this. Let's see what they got. They got a whopping 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players. They got 6 players. So as you can see, Ohio State has the most players in the top 100. So I don't know if that's going to reflect on the field or not. But Georgia being the number 1 team, they have 6. And so who they have? They got Oscar Delp, which is a tight end. They got Dylan Fairchild, left guard. Michael Williams, which is a left outside linebacker. Carson Beck, quarterback, obviously. Tate Ratledge is a right guard. And Maliki Starks is a free safety. So this is kind of a question mark for me, because obviously they're going to be decent on the offensive side of the ball. I mean, obviously they're going to be good because they're the number 1 team. But as you can see, there's nothing really standing out on defense to make you really worry about them. But as you can know, just because they don't have a lot of players in top 100, they could literally be within the top 150. So this list remains to be seen, but we're definitely going to find out when this game comes out. Now, you know it wouldn't be me if I didn't check out them boys. You know what I'm saying? The best for last, like I always do. But we got to check out my boys, man. We got to check out the Michigan men, man. And as you can see, we got 5. We got 5 players. I'm not mad. And we did better than Utah and a few others, because we got 5 on here. We got Kenneth Grant, you see what I'm saying? Defensive tackle, ranked 55, you know what I'm saying, overall. Donovan Edwards, running back, ranked 49 overall. We got Colston, that boy Loveland, you know what I'm saying, tight end, ranked 33. We got Mason Graham, big dog, defensive tackle, ranked number 8. And who? Who is number 1? Will the Thrill Johnson at corner, the number 1 player on College Football 25. And yes, he running with them boys. He come from who? You see what it say. You see what it say. You know what I'm saying? Don't do us like this. I feel like the way that they got this set up, though, I feel like I can compete with anybody. Granted, you might not have a lot of players on this list. I still feel like the way the game's set up, you can compete. So don't think because you didn't see anybody in this top 100 list that your team may be inferior to other teams. I don't think that's going to be the case. You just got to draw up a scheme that's going to work for you. So my final thoughts on this is, look, man, rankings is always going to be rankings. There's always going to be disagreements with the rankings, because I do disagree with some of them. But to me, it's a little inconsistent when you go with the top 10 teams that you considered in the game from the power ranking, and then you look at how you rated these players. It's just, I don't understand how, case in point, how Utah was able to get to number 10, but Michigan did not. I just don't understand that. Clearly, you gave us the better players. We have the better players on the team, so I feel like we could at least be in the top 10 ranking. But that's me crying over spilled milk. It's neither here nor there. I like coming in as the underdog, so it is what it is. And just being honest, when we looked at it, like, I mean, it's just rankings, man. It's really going to be your play style, so don't let it really bother you. I'm still excited for it. I would rather them show all the rosters instead of the top 100, but we got to wait for that. So how do you feel? What do you feel is right or wrong or not consistent and you feel like they should have did something a little different, let me know in the comments, man. You know, I'm always in the comments talking back to my pal, because I love talking college football anyway. So if we don't like this, man, let's talk about it. Let's have a little discussion. Now, if you feel like they got it right, then I mean, I guarantee Ohio State people think they got it right. They ain't gonna complain too much. But that's neither here nor there. But you already know what I'm finna ask you to do, man. If you like the content, go ahead and subscribe, man. It's only a thumb movement, man. And if ain't nobody told you that they love you today, just know that Jesus loves you. Peace and love.